Hey, good morning. I thought I'll jump in here quickly and get us started on an amazing day. Hello. Get in here. I will just give a couple of minutes to see if a few more people can join us. We are connecting on different platforms this morning. So just quick comment. I'll be checking the comment section just to drop quickly for me in the comment section if you can hear me. I just like to know that the mic is working fine. Hello. It's a beautiful morning. Wow, I'm excited. I've looked forward to this. Good morning, Bev. Can you hear me? I'm so glad you could join. Thank you. Just confirming that my mic is working on whatever platform you are watching from. Can you just drop for me a yes if you can hear me? Okay. I don't see a comment yet. I'm thinking if you're not writing anything, then you can hear me. So I'm just going to get started. I'm hoping that a few more people can join us, and whether you get to watch this as a replay, thank you. I needed to hear that. If you're watching this as a replay later, just drop me a hashtag replay and drop in your questions there, because I need to know that you got to watch this and you have picked whatever nuggets are there for you. So this special live is for professional women who are looking to position themselves for executive leadership in their organizations. And if you're meeting me for the very first time, my name is Dr. Shade. I am excited to connect with you. I'm a certified leadership coach and strategist. I help women who are in corporate position themselves for executive leadership. So, when I find that I'm constantly having a conversation with my clients over and over, I know that there are other women out there who need to hear it. And that's why I decided to jump on this call this morning. So if you're watching me live, drop an emoji for me. Tell me where you're watching from. More than that, I would like you to grab a piece of paper or a notebook and a pen and just jot down from some of the things that you're going to be picking up this morning. Okay, so glad to be here. If eventually, again, like you watch the replay, I would like to know where you're watching from. I'd like to know if you have any questions. So hashtag replay or hashtag live and drop me your questions. Now, this morning, we want to be looking at how to eliminate limiting beliefs in your corporate growth and in your path to the corner office as an executive leader in your organization. Sounds huge, right? Now, why is this an important topic? The reason why we want to talk about how to eliminate limiting beliefs as women in the corporate world is that it shapes your reality. Whatever you believe shapes the way you act, shapes the way you respond, shapes the reality that you live. Now, this is what I'm talking about. But before I go right there, I want to start with some good news. If you've heard me speak in the recent times, you have heard me say there is no time like now to be a woman wanting to grow in executive leadership. Isn't that exciting? And organizations have never been more ready than they are now to listen to us as women. The world has never been more ready. So I'm saying this to set your mind that this topic we're about to discuss should put you in a very good position where you should stop second guessing yourself. You should stop doubting whether you're good enough, because right now the world is sitting up and they are listening to women who are ready to take position. Before I start, do you know that of the Fortune 500 companies, now they're called Fortune 500 because they number 500. Okay, only about 5% of them have women as CEO. Yes, in 2021, and I'm talking about the first world. I'm talking about countries that take women liberation and women and feminism seriously. Now, when you get to board level, where the top management, we're talking between 23 and 32%. Now, don't even add race, because then that number disappears. But while that is not the topic we're discussing today, it's important for me to let you know that you are at an advantage right now. You can strategically position yourself. Now, why are limiting beliefs important? And why is it holding a lot of women back? The dictionary defines limiting beliefs as assumptions about your reality, and they come from your perceptions of life's experiences. So you try to touch something, someone says don't touch. You wanted to jump, someone said no, you'll fall. You wanted to shout, someone says shush, we're having a meeting. And so you begin to program in your mind that such are the things that are expected of you. These are the experiences that people expect of me. This is what the world will allow me to do. And then you begin to shape your life and your reactions according to those. So we build systems over years. They are taught us by friends, they are taught by parents, they're taught by siblings, they're taught by co-workers, basically anyone you allow into your space. They teach you how they want you to behave. And then subconsciously, you begin to imbibe those thoughts. You begin to imbibe those permissions, so to say. And then you begin to react by that. As an example, I know somebody is sitting there and saying, but I don't have any limiting beliefs. Listen, have you ever thought to yourself, no one will listen to me? No one cares about what I have to say. Every time you've thought about that, I want you to consider how it made you respond. Just drop in the comment section for me, what did that make you do? Every time, hey, Atlanta GA, thank you so much. Every time you thought nobody wanted to hear what you had to say, what did that make you do? Drop it in the comment section. Of course, nothing. You kept quiet because in your mind, you believed that nobody wanted to hear what you had to say. And so you shut up. I'm saying this to help you see the importance and the depth of influence that your beliefs have on the things that you actually do. You shut up because you believe that nobody cares what you have to say. But how do you even know that, right? How do you know? You might be right, but how do you know? Because nobody has said to you, we don't want to hear what you have to say. Nobody said to you, we don't care what you have to say. But you have made the decision by yourself, and it has cost you to respond in that manner, and then you have said nothing. So you see, limiting belief, for example, in corporate, it will manifest like, you know what, I might never even rise to executive leadership because it's beyond my control. Other people get to decide that. It might not happen for me anyway. I've been passed over before. So you know why bother? I don't have someone to mention my name. Now, what the problem here is that this belief is connected to what I call the good girl syndrome. You know, where as women, we sit down and wait for everybody else to validate us before we show up and occupy space. We want somebody else to tell us we're good enough before we get up and do what we know that we know how to do. And a lot of times that manifests by us just continually acquiring more certification. Yeah, I know. We're always trying to better ourselves. We're doing more degrees. Yes, baby, to make you not want to say anything when you think like that. So we find ourselves, we're doing more courses, we're doing more networking, we're running around trying to please everybody because we just want someone to give us permission to express ourselves. Now, why is this critical? The reason why limiting beliefs are very dangerous is that they set your standard for life. They set the standard for your life in general, but more so, every aspiration, everything you end up doing is determined by how much of those beliefs you have created in your subconscious. They determine how you react. It's like, that boss was right. I will never really amount to anything. I don't seem to understand the company's policy. How can I expect to grow and become a leader? I might never succeed. It is a belief planted consciously or unconsciously by other people. A belief planted consciously or unconsciously by the actions and reactions of other people. But unfortunately, they shape how we act and how we show up. Now, certainly, in all circumstances, your beliefs cannot be true. But whether they are true or not, they are your reality. And that's why it's important for us to work on them. Now, there are strategic ways by which, as a corporate woman, you can begin to work on eliminating these beliefs. It is very strategic, it is very deliberate, and that's why I thought this is a very important topic for us to touch on. I've been talking with some of my clients about it, and I've been seeing the amazing transformation that they are coming up with. So over the next couple of weeks, I will drop in on a live like this. Please come with your questions or leave your questions in the comment section, even when the lives are over, and I will attend to those questions. Because you see, as women, this is the time for us to arise. The world is ready to listen, but are we positioning ourselves? If you're not positioning yourself, the likelihood is that you are limiting yourself by the way you are thinking and viewing yourself. So if you have any questions right now, drop them in the comment section. If you have any experiences about this and you want to share it, drop it in the comment section and we can discuss it right away. Otherwise, I want you to begin to ponder on the limiting beliefs that you have allowed yourself to deal with. I want you to begin to think on the times you have second-guessed yourself. Now, think about that last time you wanted to do something and you second-guessed yourself. You wondered if you were qualified. You wondered if you were good enough. You wondered if you were doing the right thing. And it turned out you were good enough. By the time you took the step to do it, it was exactly what you needed to do. It was exactly what was expected. It was exactly the right thing. But if you had allowed yourself to be stopped by that belief, or if somebody else didn't push you, you might never have found out. So I'm looking at your comments. I'm trying to see if there are people who have comments for us to discuss. If not, I'm going to encourage you, if you're ready to just give up waiting, stop depending on other people's validation and stop allowing yourself to hold yourself back. If you're ready to get out of your own way already, jump on a call with me. And we will walk through what are the things that are holding you back. We're helping a lot of women do this. We're helping a lot of women scale past these limiting beliefs. So I will break them down into 4 different parts. And over the next couple of weeks, we will expand on each one. And I would like you to engage. Okay, limiting beliefs are holding you down. I don't want this to be too long, so I'm going to be rounding off here, but I want you to join me as I schedule more live sessions where we will treat the methods for strategically eliminating those limiting beliefs and beginning to shine and live your best life. So depending on what channel you're watching from, I will leave a link for the call either in the description box or in the comment section, depending on where you're watching from. I'm so glad you could join me. Unless there are any questions, because I'm checking all the channels. I'm checking to see if there are questions for me. I am excited to answer any questions if they are ready. And if not, I will see you at the next live. Thank you again for joining me. I'm rooting for you, and you got this. Cheers.